Hi Sagittarius, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your July love reading, July 2021 love reading. So I've already pulled your tarot, and the first position I'm looking at, how do you currently feel about the situation that you're in regards to love? So there's a lot on your mind, Sagittarius, a lot on your mind. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Pages, so Nine of Swords in the upright position, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse position, we have the King of Swords in the reverse position, and we have the Lovers in the upright position. So there is a lot of worry on your mind. There's a lot of fear in your mind. There's a lot of the worry and the fear. It feels like abandonment and rejection about this right here, love. So that's what's on your mind currently. That's what you're worrying about. You're worrying about abandonment, rejection. You're worrying about, you know, what's interesting about this, we got we got all this sword energy, right? And so for me in the tarot, and I don't know if other readers feel this way about the swords, because I'm not a book-learned tarot reader. I am a psychic and a medium. And for me, the swords always represent truth. And you've just pulled 3 truth cards in your current atmosphere of what is going on in your situation in regards to love. And there is a lot of feeling here of being out of control. I feel like the worry is like conscious and unconscious. I feel as if whatever situation that you're in, it's thrown you. It's making you, you know, because Sagittarius, it usually feels like you're in control. And it feels like in this current situation, in this atmosphere in regards to love, it feels like a lot of guilt, and it feels like a lot of you're in a situation currently where you are thinking a lot about everything that you have done and been and gone through in regards to love. And there is some guilt there. I can see that. There is some guilt where there is just this feeling of taking responsibility for things that have really been a challenge for you in love relationships. And I feel here a sense of maturity in ownership. I feel like there is some ownership about behavior and about things that you could have done differently in the past. And even though it's quite a difficult energy to be in currently, it is a beautiful healing energy, because we have the dove right here. So we have the spirit. So that's your spirit, basically. So you're doing a lot of contemplative, as much as it may feel like anxiety ridden and anxiety driven thoughts, and you may be ruminating, you may be unconsciously just kind of anxious about things and not feeling happy about something, and you kind of don't know why, because I feel like a lot of the work is happening on an unconscious level. I feel that you have the thoughts and you push them down. I also feel like the thoughts are occurring a lot in the nighttime. So in the daytime, you're very, very distracted, and you like it that way. You like to distract, you like to keep your mind busy, so you do not have to think about this love situation. But look at this, we have the Lovers. So there, you know, Sagittarius, there is somebody in your life that that is making you think this way. There is somebody in your life that it shows here very clearly that you want to come together with them. It shows here that you're extremely different. It feels like you want the relationship to work, and you want a harmony with this person. There is an incredible amount of physical attraction that you have with this person. And I feel like there's a lot of physical attraction that the person has with you too. So for those of you that can understand, Sagittarius, excuse me, that's my dog banging away in the background. Sorry, drinking water and interrupting the reading. You want it to work. You guys are extremely different, but there is mutual chemistry. There is mutual attraction. There is mutual there's a lot of, as much as there is a lot of differences, there is a lot of alignment with your energies with this person. And it's one of the, and you are such a deep thinker, Sagittarius, that when it comes to your love life, I don't feel that you do that as much as other areas in your life, because I feel, again, sorry about the dog making all that noise in the background, but I feel like you protect your heart, right? So in other areas of your life, I feel like you can look at it with a spotlight, with a floodlight, and get to the bottom of things. But when it comes to your heart, it is something that is very, very hidden within you, even from yourself. And it is something that is that you don't share your deepest, darkest fears and thoughts about love with anybody. But there is somebody here that's making you think about all of that. And in your current situation, you feel quite powerless and out of control with it because you don't want to do the wrong thing, and you're reflecting a lot. In your strength energy with this person, we have, or in your love life, take it as, if you haven't met somebody, because Spirit keeps making me feel as if some of this applies to kind of the self-work that some of you are doing, that you are single, and you may not have a person. You may have a person in mind, or you may be thinking about love in general and relationships, not relationships, but a love relationship and what you want from love. So Spirit is making me feel that I'm talking to some of you that actually have somebody, and then I'm talking to some of you that are thinking about what you want from a relationship and how you want it to be different. Here we have how, what is the strength in your love energy right now. We have the King of Pentacles in the upright position. Now, what I am going to do is go with the fact that, because this is what's coming out more strongly than the other one, is that there is somebody in your life that you're attracted to, that you're with, that you're thinking about. Some of you may not be with this person yet, but I do feel like there is somebody tangible that you are thinking about a relationship with, because you would not be spending all this energy theoretically, right, if somebody wasn't there. Would you? I don't know, Sagittarius. Maybe you would. I mean, you're Sagittarius, so I don't know. I wonder if like Socrates and Aristotle were Sagittarians, because that's kind of what you remind me of. You remind me of the deep thinker. You don't say much, but you think a lot. Now I'm thinking of my best friends that say way too much, but they just proved me wrong. King of Pentacles, how you feel about this person. This person, you have a lot of... Now, I did put these cards in the reverse right here. What we have is the King of Pentacles in the upright. We we have the Four of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And the reason why I did that is because I needed the energy to build here, so I can try and understand what is happening with your energy. But so what you see as something as a strength within this situation that you're dealing with is that it feels like that you feel that the person that is on your mind, the person that you're dealing with, is highly intelligent, but in the wisdom department. So you're not dealing with any type of fool. You're not dealing with somebody that like you just need to have a pulse and they're interested in you. You're dealing with somebody that can go years and not be in a relationship until they meet somebody they really want to be in a relationship with. And so there is something about this person that is very different than the energies that you've been dealing with before. And for some of you, those of you that are thinking about a relationship where you actually do not have the person in your frame of reference yet, this has to do with a past relationship where you're reflecting on the person and their strength, their wisdom, their ability to like discern, but you're reflecting on them. But for those of you that have somebody, the strength is that this person is very, very passionate, very wise, has a lot to offer. We have the Orange Pentacle over here. We have the King of Pentacles. So this person is extremely powerful in your life. This person is extremely loyal in your life, and they require the same, right? We have this kind of energy about them that's Spirit just gave me the analogy of a traffic light. It's red, orange, and then green, right? Red, amber, and then green. And so it's, you know, this person does not allow you to just fly into their lives and be who you want to be and be accepted for who you are and what you are. They are discerning, right? They are telling you what's important to them. King of Pentacles. Spirit, I'm picking something up here, but I don't have clarity on it. Can you bring it in with the King of Pentacles? This person is extremely emotionally intelligent, and this person is intimidating to you. This person is somebody that you feel like you may not be good enough for. And that's kind of why that anxiety is coming out in your current energy, because you want them, but at the same time, you don't feel good enough for them. And so, but this is a strength, right? They're putting you through your paces. They're not deliberately testing you. It's just the nature of who they are, right? And here we have the Four of Wands in the reverse position and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position in the strength in the current situation with them. And here again, we have this, you know, you don't have stability with them. You don't have, you know, you don't just get to be in a relationship with them. Even though it feels like you are in a relationship with them, it feels as if no roots have taken place in this relationship. It feels as if they can step out of it at any moment because they feel like it may be not the right thing for them. So how is that a strength for you? Bloody hell, Sagittarius, it does keep you on your toes, doesn't it? What it feels like here too for single Sagittarians is that that's what you're looking for. You know, what you're looking for is somebody that just, you know, that makes you work for them, makes you like, you don't just want somebody with a pulse. You want somebody that brings out the best in you, that harmonizes with you, that doesn't have this expectation of, like, they don't lead with marriage and children and we're going to live together and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and like building a life together, right? So for those single Sagittarians there, what you're looking for is somebody that's extremely discerning and somebody that does things the right way and doesn't just jump into a relationship for the sake of jumping into a relationship because they want to get married, or they want to, you know, it's too tough for them to live on their own, so they want to join forces with somebody else, or they may have children and they're a single parent and they need help with just kind of building a life with somebody, so they have somebody like a role model for their child. Like, you're observing all of this and you're really thinking deeply about all of this. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Those of you that are dealing with somebody, your person is not guarded about how they feel about you. And this is for those of you that actually have somebody in your life, maybe in a relationship, or have this person around you. They are not guarded with how they feel. So I don't feel like they've got diarrhea of the mouth when it comes to their emotions. They can regulate their emotions. They're not out of control. But it feels like they express their emotions when they feel like it's really important. And I think it's something here that you need to understand about them, Sagittarius, if you have somebody in mind. Because this person, while they seem an open book, and on some level they are, right? We have the King of Pentacles here with their energy, and we have books, right, all around them, right? So on some level they're an open book. But when it comes to what they feel and what they express, and here we show completely that they're completely unguarded with you. And it shows here that when they, it's authentic. When they like somebody, they're not going to hold back. And if you have somebody in your life, Sagittarius, they're not holding back. They're letting you know that they like you. So all of that is sitting in your strength position. Now we go into the challenge. What do you see as a challenge in this relationship? And again, I'm just kind of leaving this in the reverse position for a second, just so I can gather the energy. So we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Swords in the upright position and the Temperance in the reverse position. So the challenge is, and I'm going back now to those of you that do have somebody in your life, all right? I will flip the story where it makes sense. But in the challenge position, this is definitely for those of you that have somebody in your life. Here we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, and it shows that the challenge is they're not taking your advances. So the things that you do to come forward in love or attraction, when you are attracted to somebody, they're not buying it. It's in the reverse. Your Knight of Cups is in the reverse. And so it's a challenge for you because you feel like your person overthinks, right? We have the Ace of Swords here. And so you want them to be able to just accept the small things that you do and understand that, you know, that you're attracted to them. And this person is like, nope, ain't doing that, right? I am not, you know, I am not going to take these small advances and take it that you care for me or love me or want me, right? So you feel like they're overthinking. It's a challenge for you because you just don't know what to expect from them. You can't understand the way that they think. Like I said before, you two are very different. This energy is really ruling. It's really powerful in this reading, how different the both of you are. And it really shows here that there's going to be growing pains in this relationship. There is going to be several times where there's going to be growing pains in this relationship, because every time that you guys get closer and closer and closer, it's going to be challenging for not just you, but for them. And so if you're in the beginning of a relationship with this person, you're going to have to understand the way that they think. And Temperance is in reverse. And let me tell you something, in the challenge position, you don't have patience for it. You do not have patience for it. And it is very, very frustrating for you. In the hope position, what you hope for, we've got the Five of Cups. I'm just going to leave the Lovers here because it is so powerful with the overarching energy in your reading. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Four of Cups in reverse for you in the hope. So the hope is one or both of you are dealing with heartache, a broken heart, right? Betrayal. We've got it here for both of you. One or both of you, Spirit. One, Sagittarius or their person. Both. So so what you're hoping for, and it looks like it feels like your person has been, and you, there's such a synchronicity here with your energies, that you've both been terribly hurt and disappointed in prior love relationships, and there has been such a here we have the rainbow, right? So the part at the end of the rainbow is gold, right? And so both of you were in a situation where you thought you had your, I'm going to steal a term right now from one of the tarot readers, Butch Tarot. I love Butch Tarot. I think he's fabulous. But he always says the forever person. And so I'm giving kudos where kudos is due. Go check him out. I do like him. He's a great reader. But right here, it shows here that both of you thought you had your forever person. And this is where the heartache and disappointment and darkness and the dark night of the soul, both of you experienced this in your lives, where there is now this, you know, you guys can't move forward without looking back. You can't step into the future without, you know, kind of carrying the reality of the vulnerability that you both were in with whoever your forever, who you thought your forever person was. And so the disappointment and the emptiness that resides is within the both of you. And it's a challenge in this relationship. It's not just a challenge for you, but it's a challenge for them, because you are both dealing with that. You're both dealing with, you know, because we have the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. So what we have here is one of you is a bit like further along in the process, meaning that one of you broke up with your forever person, let's say 3 years ago, and one of you broke up with your forever person, let's say a year ago, right? So one of you is ahead in the healing process, or just time, right? So one of you has more water under the bridge, more time that has passed. So your hope, because both of these are in the reverse, is that both of you will come to a point that this does not permeate this relationship that both of you are trying to strengthen and come together in. It's a huge factor in this relationship currently, in this energy in mid-June and July. The other thing I'm getting here, Sagittarius, which I have not gotten in months, but whenever there is love in the relationship, I get very hot. And I am like breaking out as if I'm sitting in a sauna or something. I literally have not had that happen in a reading in months. I think the last reading that happened in, I think it was like last year. There's love here. There's love. And whenever I feel love in a reading, it usually is new love. It usually is love that has not been spoken about yet. But love is definitely there for the both of you, because I don't feel it unless both people feel it. And usually when it comes out this way, it has not been spoken of yet. Spirit just made me feel here too that for those of you that are looking back in the past and trying to understand and take responsibility for your part in the demise of the relationship with your forever person, also some of you are feeling love for the person that was your forever person. So some of you are letting that go. You know, it also feels like what Spirit is showing me here is that that you went through the relationship feeling as if the person, you were happy in the relationship on some level, but you did not engage the person in the way that you should have. And there's a feeling of, as you're moving, and this is now, I have to clarify, so this is now for people, I'm switching back to the people in the reading that are single and thinking a lot about their love life and what they want for the future. And one of the things I see you reflecting on over here in this energy right here is the fact that you didn't engage in the relationship. And again, this is not about blame, it's about taking responsibility so you can grow from the situation the experience that you've been in, and you can have applied wisdom in your future relationships. And what it feels like here for those of you that are single, or just kind of newly in a relationship or whatever it is, but it feels like here where something ended and it's the end of a chapter of your life, it feels as if there is a gush of love for this person and you cannot express it. It's done. The relationship is done. It's gone. And one of the things that is kind of the knives, that is swords, that is stabbing at your heart, is the fact that you did wrong by this person. And that's showing up right here. So that's for those of you that, where there was an end of a relationship, and it doesn't really feel like this situation here, where you're with somebody. It feels like those of you that have recently come out of a marriage, come out of a long-term commitment, maybe come out of a commitment where you had children together, but it is recent, because the energy is so powerful in this, where you're reflecting and the pain is there. So let's take a look at the outcome. And before we go into the outcome, Spirit wants me to go into your overall energy that came out for this reading. So these were the first two cards that I pulled for you. And we have the Hermit in the upright position, and we have the Three of Swords in the upright position. So the overall energy of this reading is, again, it just really just validates what I just said, is that this, for those of you that had your forever person and thought that that was gonna be it, and you had found the one, and you were happy, I mean, this broke your heart into so many pieces. It shattered you. It took the life out of you. It destroyed you on so many levels. And the overall energy of this is you are in the hermit mode, because you are finally in a place in your life that whoever this person is, they're going to make you let this go. The reason why they're going to make you let this go is because they are going through the same thing that you're going through. And whereas you're doing this kind of maybe unconsciously, or you're not verbalizing it, or you cannot verbalize it, you know, you're not in a place in your life where you can talk about your feelings that way, but your person is letting their forever person go, and they're doing it on their own. They're doing it, they've been doing it, right? There's a lot of work that they've been doing internally, but they talk about it, they express it, and there's a lot of power in their energy here, showing that they are consciously letting it go, and they are consciously not going to remain in a bitter state. They are consciously not going to remain in a fearful state. They are consciously going to learn to trust and love again. And it's so interesting, because this is the overall energy of the reading, and it's kind of like, if you want to be with this person, you've got to do it too, because they're not going to put up with it. They're not going to do the work and let all their stuff go and then be with somebody that holds on to the baggage and can't heal themselves. So if you want to be with that person, even though there's no ultimatum there, their very energy makes you step up into their energy. Oh, that's really sweet. I like that. That's, oh, they dropped all the cards. That's very encouraging, because what it means is that, you know, this energy here where you guys are so different, but yet you're coming together in such harmony, this is going to be a healing relationship. That's fantastic, Sagittarius. I think so. Anyway, we got the Two of Swords for the outcome. We got the Moon card in the outcome in the upright position. We have got two cards that came out together, which is the Four of, we got the Four of Swords that came out, and we've got the Two of Pentacles that came out. And so in the outcome position, and Spirit, is this June and July energy? Yes, Spirit is saying yes. So basically, you have a lot of hidden emotions about this person that we have been talking about, Sagittarius. There's a lot of hidden emotions. And in the month of July and June, you're having to make a decision about them. And it is, you know, what's interesting is that you know that this person comes from, is in a healing position in their life. They're very much healing, and they're going through that process, and they're not hiding it from you. But what they're also doing is you're seeing two sides of somebody, where you're seeing the hurt and the pain that that they're processing and going through, but you're seeing them reclaim their life. And if you look at this, they're independent, they're alone. They can be alone. They don't need anybody. And you're in the month of July, it looks like you are making a decision about whether you want to be with this person, whether you can step up into their energy and be with somebody that is going to, at the end of the day, turn your life around. That's what it feels like, because this energy is so strong. The Lovers is so strong. And for such a long time, you've been trying to do this on your own. You've been trying to heal yourself. You've been trying to bury the past and ignore it. And you're in a situation now with them where, you know, you're making a decision. There is a lot of hidden emotions. You're not expressing it to them. And what's the decision? What's the outcome? What's the decision you make? Spirit, what's the decision that Sagittarius makes? Oh, dear. Aww. Oh, Sagittarius, look at this. You can run, Sagittarius, but you can't hide. You know what that is? That's the Ace of Pentacles. You know what you're going to do? You know the decision you're going to make over here? The decision you're going to make is you're going to what you're hiding is your feelings for them. You're not, you're giving them platitudes. You're giving them superficial words about how you feel about them. But what you're not doing is bringing forward the emotion that you feel. So you say the words and you detach from your emotions. And what you're going to end up doing in July, and this does feel like more the mid or end July, but it does feel like over here you come forward and sorry, I just laughed because I saw how they did it. It's kind of like they you see how this I don't know if you can see it or not. I hope you can. I'll hold it up a little bit closer. But do you see how the woman in the picture is pulling the man's hair closer to her? And he has no choice but to come forward. There's like a magnetism there. That's what your person does to you. And so what ends up happening is that they pull you closer to them energetically. And so the platitudes go away, and what ends up happening is what comes out are your emotions. And so the emotions are it's hilarious. I can see it. I can see what happens in your energy, and you know, you will be expressing your emotions. It's going to be a beautiful thing, Sagittarius. You're coming into a beautiful time period in your life, and I don't know. You know what I like about it is that there's responsibility there. You know, there's such a strong energy of you taking responsibility for past actions. And we all have to do that in a relationship when it ends, right? Yes, we can point fingers, and yes, you know, I don't know. Sometimes people are to blame, one party over the other. But it's very important that regardless, we still take responsibility and learn about ourselves in that situation. And it feels like maybe you were not able to do that before meeting this person, because this person has mastery over who they are. And so maybe by virtue of just speaking to them, you begin to understand how to self-reflect and kind of mirror what they're doing, meaning that even though they you know, went through heartache and betrayal with their forever person, they still looked back and said, you know, this is why this happened. This is my part in all of this. And do I want to change, or do I need to recognize this part of myself? So they're talking to you about these things. And because they're talking, like I said, they're very unguarded with you. They tell you what is on their mind. They are open and honest with you. And by the nature of who they are, they pull you towards them. And they kind of show you the way. They light the way for you. They light the path for you. They give you a method of taking responsibility that's not about guilt and shame and not about blame, but it's just about learning that, oh, this is the kind of person that I am, and if I'm that kind of person, then I must attract these kinds of people. Anyway, Sagittarius, I've gone on way too long. This was meant to be a 10-minute reading, but there you go. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please leave a comment and let me know how it was helpful. And for those of you that are so generous, please leave me a thumbs up. I do not need a thumbs down. For those of you that feel like you want to do that, stop it. I don't need that. I need to, by you not giving me a thumbs up, it says volumes, all right? I don't need a thumbs down. It affects my self-esteem. There you go, guilt trip you. All right, Sagittarius, you take care. I'll talk to you soon.